Alright, and now we're going to give this Goblins deck a try, because I could use some diversion from the control decks. So this is CGB's Goblin list. It's pretty bog standard. It got a lot of help as an archetype with Battlecry Goblin, which is the best card in the deck, pumping the Goblins and giving him haste until end of turn. Goblin Trashmaster is just a pretty good lord, as well as having giving you a way to deal with artifacts. Relic Robber, like, is a surprisingly difficult one for decks to deal with, at least early in the game, before the board wipes come into play, because the board wipes in the format are pretty slow, with 5 or 6 mana each for the most part. So I guess the goal with this deck is eventually to get them down to like a few points of health. Your opponent tries to stabilize, and then you go face with the copies of Royal Eruption and Shock to try to get the last few points of damage in. Let's give it a go. Burt Macklin, here we go. So this seems reasonable. On the play, we would like to draw one more mountain. We got the turn 1 Sideways Monkey. Branchlock Passway, Disparison. Okay. So we already have an interesting decision here, right? Like, we can Frostbite this and try to deny them some mana. We can do it on our turn and get in an extra point. We can do it on their turn and withhold the information. Or we can just try to get more creatures in play. So we can play this. Actually, if we play the Battlecry Goblin, and then next turn we play the Hobgoblin Captain. We're still not enabling Pack Tactics yet. But I want to be super mana efficient, given that we only have 2 lands and we might not draw one next turn. So I'm just going to play the Hobgoblin Captain, I think. Let's say go. Man, this party deck is popular, eh? Okay, so we did draw the land. And I think here we're happy to just Frostbite plus Hobgoblin Captain. And if we draw another land next turn, we get to Battlecry Goblin and enable it, and we'll enable Pack Tactics with this guy. The Gadrak wasn't your idea. Noriyuki Mori had it in his deck. Okay, well, I mean, you know, he came top 4 in the Challenger Gauntlet, so who am I to complain about the Gadrak? But I think it's a terrible inclusion. But, you know, there's a reason he's there and I'm here. So they have Tazri. We did not draw the land. So we could attack out and try to blow out any blocks that they make with the Royal Eruption. Which I think I like. Because these will both gain first strike. And just take it. So, if they have red, I guess they can... If they have red, I guess they can activate Tazri. But I think I just like getting the Battlecry Goblin into play. That way we can attack and we can threaten the pump. And if we draw another land, we can pump and Royal Eruption. Okay. So do they attack? They do. And we find Shock. I think we probably just win. So, like, we attack, they block, we do 3, 4, they're down to 5, we do 5. Yeah, they're dead. right? 2, 5, 6, 9. You're dead. Upstairs. Cool. 1-0. Good for you to munch on. Alright. I will try not to say anything that'll get me demonetized. Hand seems okay. It's a lot of land. If it wasn't for this Faceless Haven, I don't think we could keep. As it is, I think we do. This is close. Like, this was close to them all. I'm not happy with this hand. Uh-huh. Snow-covered island. So we're probably up against, like... Is it dragons or something? Okay, I'm down to just sorcery, speed, face here. I don't think there's going to be a creature that we want to kill, and we really want to play the Bandit Lord next turn. Ice Tunnel. Okay, so this is Dimir. Ugh. Yeah, it's gotta be the Lord here. It'll suck if they have, It'll suck if they have Prickling Fear. This isn't so bad. We can at least, shock this. So if we play Fireblade Charger, this will deal 1 to the Skullport Merchant, which won't be enough to make a difference. If we play the land and we don't attack with the Faceless Haven, they'll know something is up. I do want that Skullport Merchant to die in the worst way. So let's do it like this. We'll hold the land to pretend we can't activate the Faceless Haven. Okay. And don't Cryptic Fear me, bro. Okay. Yep. Interesting. So this is Faceless Haven, and we have to unfortunately play the Battle Cry Goblin post-combat. But this is what we're doing. We have to do this now before they can sacrifice the Ghast, like before they have the untapped mana to do that. They could have blocked the Fireblade Charger and then used the -1 on the Ghast. They chose not to do that. We are vulnerable to Blood on the Snow next turn. If they have Blood on the Snow, I'm not sure we can beat it. Like, if we hold this Battlecry Goblin here, we can draw land next turn, we can play the Goblin, we can activate Faceless Haven, and we won't be able to pump anyway. I'm just going to play this, and if they have the Sweeper, they have it. But like I said, like these matchups with the Shambling Ghast and the Merchant, they're very, very hard for a creature deck to beat. Okay. Okay. So 2-0. Monkey Z Luffy. Alright. No one drop. I mean... Okay. I don't like this hand, but okay. Seagate tapped. Alright. So what's the best card to lead with? Is it Battlecry Goblin or is it Hobgoblin Captain? Yeah, there's no way to activate this next turn. Okay, I'll play the Hobgoblin Captain. It's the most pressure. This is obviously some kind of controlling deck. We really, really want to land. And we find it, but it's tapped. So... yeah, it's Battlecry Goblin here. We want our creatures to get in as much as they possibly can, get their life total as low as possible, because now we have the Royal Eruption. Creative Outburst. Okay. That feels pretty bad. I'm not sure we're beating the super greedy graveyard deck here. They could have, like, Draconic Intervention or something here. None of these are dragons, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Draconic Intervention is still legal. So this Foretold card could be a counterspell. I think I want the Hasty threat, because it'll at least enable pack tactics in a way that this won't. Well, it will, actually. The Lord will pump everything up to 6. Alright, we'll play this. It's probably going to get countered. If they counter, at least it costs their treasure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Lord is obviously the better card to play, but knowing that they have a counterspell that's basically face up, I think that makes the decision a little more difficult. I think it's still right because the Relic Robber has haste. And I want the hasty threat against the control deck. So here, I think I am content to play the Fireblade Charger and pump with the Battlecry Goblin, rather than have the Relic Robber get countered and not be able to enable pack tactics. This is close. I mean, we're never going to cast this for the kicker, right? Okay. But we do... They're at 7, we have 6 damage in hand and a haste threat. This isn't over, but I'm not sure we're ever going to get another turn after this one. I guess we have 6 damage in hand, plus 1 from... No, there's the Draconic Intervention. So it exiles 2, so we don't actually get the 1 point. Extra turns is a bad mechanic. I agree with you, sir. So they could have, like, Essence Scatter? And hopefully... So the problem is, like, if they have another Draconic Intervention, it actually deals nicely with the token there. But we do have 2 Royal Eruptions in hand, which are lethal, so they need to tap out to deal with the board, and then we can cast both of these on our turn and hope for the best. Wish these were instants, but I think we're ahead. Like, if they have Alrund's Epiphany, they still take 1 per turn from the token, too. Like, this is why they're in the deck, right? At this point, the opponent can take over the game and make it so that we never get in for another attack. But we can still just go upstairs. Okay, they do have the Draconic Intervention. I don't think there's any reason to Frostbite in response. And now we just hope they don't have interaction. Upstairs. Upstairs. Got him. 3-0. Guess I give all dragons, demons, dinos, worms, serpents, kraken, leviathan, and giants +1/+1. I guess so, okay. Yeah, I got it. I got the joke. Yeah. You're the Lord Kaiju. Mm-hmm. Well, I think these are the best cards in the deck, but without the red mana, we can't keep it. This hand's pretty excellent, actually. I think it's one of the lords, honestly. You can make an argument to put back one of the lands. Hey, Vincent, good to see you. This is close. I'm gonna put back one of the lords. Because I want to be able to do something on turns 1 and 2, and then have the ability to just dump my hand. Someone plays Monk of the Open Hand. Alright, I think I'm happy to play Fireblade Charger here. Been lurking for a while now. Cool. I think you two were playing Fatal Four together, right? I think. I dropped in for, like, maybe 5 minutes, but I was at work, so... Oh, that's tilting. Do they have another spell? They do. Yeah. This matchup seems abysmal. If we draw Frostbite, like, right now... No. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, at this point, this thing is just too big for us to deal with effectively. Ah, punished. Because I wanted to play Facial Save in this turn, but if I want to play all 3 of these things, I can't. And I want to be able to attack with the Facial Save in too. Which represents more damage. It's gotta be the Haven, right? I guess we keep the haste threat in hand. Like, maybe there's a world where we just keep chumping this monk. Okay, well that's the ball game, I think. Now that they have the 2 creatures. Wow, that's an aggressive attack. That's a really aggressive attack. We say no blocks. Because I want to attack with this next turn, and we can hold back a Javelinier. Ooh, that's interesting. So I think we power up the Haven here? Or do we? Actually, I don't think we do. I think we just dump our hand. Do we attack with anything? I don't think so. I think we just attack with the captain. That's interesting that they're willing to make that trade, isn't it? That's not great. Yeah, I think that's the ball game. Yeah, we just don't have a good way to deal with these giant creatures. And we haven't done enough damage. If we take this, we're just dead in the air to the 3-3, so we have to block. Shock. Shock. I guess we're like attacking with Relic Robber and hoping to combat trick the Mavinda. They shouldn't block. Yeah. And I guess we're saying go. Oh boy. Alright, you know what? You got me, opponent. Like I've said before, in a tournament I'd probably keep playing that out one more turn. But on stream, you guys have things to do, places to be. And the less time I spend losing in front of you, the better. So 3-1 with Goblins. Hand seems pretty good. We're on the play. Oh, do we have the mirror? We do. Interesting. I think we're happy to make this trade. And we can play the Fireblade Charger, hold up Frostbite. I don't think we want to Frostbite their Fireblade Charger. I think we'd rather hit, like, one of their 2-drops or 3-drops. Yeah, that one is getting frostbitten. I guess we let them make the decision about attacking first. Den of the Bugbear's a nice one. So we can Lord up, or we can Relic Rob. Whatever we play seems pretty likely to die here. To one of, like, a Frostbite of their own. Which makes me want to play the Relic Robber instead. Okay. And if they block the... If they trade the Charger for the Relic Robber, I think we're pretty happy with that. And if they don't, then we're pretty happy with that, too. Actually, it's kind of funny, because the token that we give them is actually a Goblin. Like, if they have a Lord, then it will pump the token we give them. So maybe that was a mistake. I don't have any experience playing this mirror. Yeah, I think given that this is a Goblin, I think it was actually a big mistake to play the Relic Robber that turn. Yeah. But I got Lord. Yeah, the Lord, I think, in retrospect, was by far the better play. But I was concerned that they had the Frostbite there. So now we're just way behind, unfortunately. Yeah, I definitely punted this game away. There's no doubt about that. That's not really good enough, is it? I still think we play it out. And now we're just playing, like, Goblin Control. Yeah, that one decision really screwed this game. That said, they drew 2 Lords to R1, which might just be what the matchup is all about. I think we can get better out of this. I think we're just powering up the Faceless Haven to block, honestly, aren't we? Nah, they have a Haven of their own. Yeah, I think this is over. Okay, they drew the 3rd Lord. So I definitely made a mistake, but I don't think, based on how this draw went, that it would have mattered. Okay with this? Probably. Working on Genshin Impact, that's why you're lurking. Oh, no problem, man. You know better than most people, that lurking is just as helpful. It's nice having you around, period. And I think we're dead. We are up against the most conservative Goblins player of all time, though. And I thought that was me. This threatens 6. And we're just dead to the Faceless Haven here, right? Yeah, we're dead. 4, 7, 11, 13. We can block one thing. Yeah, if they power up the Haven, we're dead. Yeah, that's us too. Alright. So 3 and 2 with Goblins. Kind of fizzled out near the end there. Definitely played that last match badly, but I don't know. That feels like a mirror where they just drew way better than we did. Alright.